My name is Christopher Shore and I'm a 6th-year MD PhD medical student. For today's video, I want to talk about, you guessed it, thoughts, particularly your thoughts. Thoughts. What are they? Sometimes we have them, sometimes they escape us, sometimes they can lead to wonderful things, other times they can become our worst enemy. But what do they actually mean? First, let me address thoughts through the lens of a physician scientist. What are thoughts exactly? By definition, thoughts are cognitive processes or mental representations that help us process information, form ideas, and make decisions independent of our immediate sensory input. Basically, thoughts help us navigate the world and make decisions. Now, we usually think of thoughts and reflexes as opposites. A reflex is automatic. You don't really think about pulling your hand away from a hot stove. Your body reflexively pulls it back. Pain sensors in your hand travel to your nerve roots, which stimulate your arm muscles. There's no conscious thought required. But here's what most people don't realize. Many of our thoughts actually function like reflexes. They're triggered automatically by external stimuli. They arise without your permission, and they're nearly impossible to suppress. You don't believe me? Think of a white bear right now. You did, didn't you? It's pretty hard not to. I just triggered a thought in your brain as reliably as a doctor triggers your knee-jerk reflex. You didn't choose to think of a white bear. The thought just automatically appeared when I suggested it. So let's address the question, are thoughts really your own? The answer is, well, not always. What you think about is heavily influenced by the environment around you, the content that you consume, the people you spend your time with, and the media you spend your time on. This is what makes thoughts more dangerous and simultaneously more powerful than reflexes. Your thoughts are filtered through your interpretation. Two people can experience the exact same event but have completely different thoughts about it, leaving one to succeed and the other one to fall. Let me give you an example you've probably witnessed at the gym. Two people start working out at the same time. Both are out of shape, both struggle with the same exercises. 3 months later, one person has a completely transformed body, the other person has quit. But what's the difference? For person A, every time they looked in the mirror, mid-workout, they thought, I look terrible. Everyone here is in better shape than me. This is embarrassing. I'm not making progress fast enough. Those thoughts made every workout miserable, and eventually they stopped going. For person B, however, when they looked in the mirror, they thought, I showed up today, I am stronger than I was last week, progress compounds, I'm trying my best. Those thoughts made showing up easier, and they are the ones that kept going. Same gym, same mirrors, same starting point, just different thoughts about what they saw. The thought, not the fitness level, determined who transformed and who didn't. And that's the scary part. Both of these thoughts are just automatic, as your hand pulling away from heat. They weren't carefully reasoned. They were reflexive interpretations triggered by an external stimulus, in this case, the reflection in the mirror. This is what I mean when I say, beware your thoughts. Because if you treat every automatic thought as truth, if you believe that anxious voice saying you're behind, you're failing, you're not enough, you're essentially letting your mental knee-jerk reflex drive major life decisions for you. In medicine, I see this often. A rough exam triggers the thought, I don't belong here. I failed the experiment in the lab, generates, I'm not a real scientist. Comparing yourself to someone else creates this, I've wasted years of my life thought in your head. These thoughts feel absolutely real in the moment, but they're not absolute facts. They're reflexive responses, mental patterns your brain has learned to fire automatically when triggered. What can you do about it? What can we all do about this? You can learn to observe your thoughts instead of being controlled by them. The next time your brain serves up a thought like, I'm not ready, I'm behind, or I'm failing, you can choose to pause, acknowledge the thought appeared, and ask yourself, is this thought useful right now? Or is this just fear speaking? So, in summary, you are not your thoughts, you are the person watching them. When you realize that distinction, when you understand that thoughts can just be automatic and unreliable as reflexes, you can stop letting them run your life. You can choose which thoughts to act on and which ones to simply pass by. With that, I will leave you with this: beware your thoughts. Be aware of your thoughts, because if left unexamined, negative thoughts can convince you that certain realities don't exist. Happy thoughts, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.